Finally! Holy frig, what a runaround this morning, I tell you. One of those days, I can tell already. So, got almost down here, realized, forgot that bolt, the broken bolt that we found on the header last night there, just as we shut down. Forgot to get a new bolt. Realized, or went back to town to get a new bolt. Realized that I don't know what size of bolt that is. Well, the broken piece right here was in the Duramax, which is at the farm. I'm in the service truck in town. Back to the farm we go. Get the bolt out of the Duramax. Then I realized the charge cord for the battery pack for the drop pan fell apart. Your cigarette plug part fell apart. So I was like, okay, well, I want to do a couple more drops today to try get this thing, you know, as the day goes on, we'll just keep doing a drop here or there to try to get it fine-tuned a little bit better to see if we can go a little faster. Okay, where's the other? I got another kit that the Sure Grain drop pan came with when I bought it, when I got a second one. Okay, find that little kit thing. It was in the Uptown truck, which was at the farm, which I was already back on the way to town when I realized this thing was broke. Back to the farm we go, find that frickin' other kit thing, got the second charge cord for the cigarette plug for the drop pan kit, or for the drop pan. Finally, go back to town, go to UFA to get a bolt. It's just a common size bolt. They don't have any bolts at UFA anymore. I don't get it. Go to one of the machinery dealers and they got two different lengths of bolts they give me, so I'm sure one, if nothing else, the long one will work for sure, so whatever. Finally got the bolts. Come down here. Here we are now. So we'll fire up the peat, let it air up and warm up. And then we'll go try to get one of these bolts in that header. And once we get that bolt in, this will be warmed up and aired up, and then head her to town, or not town, but the elevator. Get this truck unloaded, come back, and start combining, I would think. Like, man, some of the spots here, the stubble isn't really green hardly at all. It's fairly ripe. Right here's a little green. Yeah, like, hopefully we can keep going on this. Ooh, looks green over there, though. Anyway, let's get the peat fired up. Okay, so if we just adjust the tilt so that it extends that out, it'll give us more length here. We'll be able to get that, well, this bolt will come out, I guess, but to get it back in properly. Ooh, this bolt's too short. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Son of a... Well, we'll need that real long one then. How's this? There we go. That's about perfect. They always break right at the threads. Oh, man. Good thing I got a 5-inch bolt, not a 4-inch. 4-inch might have been too short. I thought a 4-inch bolt would have worked, but no, I guess not. Anyway, let's get this bolt in. Wow, I got the new bolt in, but I just realized there's probably supposed to be a lock washer on there, since that's not a lock nut. Because the lock washer probably fell off, right? Son of a... Yeah, that side's got a lock washer. Well, I don't know if I got a lock washer that size. Let's check the old service truck, I guess. Okay, we got her back on. Tightened it up. Didn't have a lock washer or a lock nut that size here. So what I did is just took a chisel type thing and just kind of buggered up the threads just one spot there, just so that nut won't back off by itself, you know what I'm saying? You'll still be able to undo it with wrenches, but it won't loosen off by itself. So this bolt never gets taken out, in and out to worry about buggered up threads anyway, so we'll call that good. Okay, we got that new bolt in. Checked the engine oil, it was a tad low, topped her up. She's full of diesel. Went to pull the things off the battery. And this let go. I told you, it's gonna be one of those days. So we may as well splice this back together right now. Or next time we need to fuel up, we'll be wondering why the hell it doesn't work. And a good old service truck has everything I need, sorta, kinda. Got a new ringlet or eyelet or whatever, crimp on the end. But it was way too big, so I just cut it, bent it in a smaller hole, you know what I mean? So the screw, right? I'm sure that'll work. Okay, let's crimp this on there. There, this time I pulled the wire right through the whatever you call it, and bent it over, and then crimped it and then bent it over so it can't pull through there, you know what I mean? That should last a little longer. Okay, that job's done. Okay, let's get that load to the elevator, I guess. Even though this truck's not organized, it's a freaking mess still. Even though I tried to organize it, it's still a mess. I really, really like having all the tools and all the fuel, everything in one truck. Man, that's nice. Okay, let's put this stuff away and get going. Okay, I'll run this to the elevator, come back. I'll meet you guys back here in like an hour and a half or so. You've seen what happens at the elevator. They probe you, you pull on the pits, you dump, come back. Nothing really to see. So, meet you back here a little later. And we're back. It's under dry at 8% moisture. I didn't think it was that dry. Lots of dockage, like 4% dockage. Probably because of all those weeds. Like, look at all these weeds right here. All that real dark stuff's weeds. There's volunteer wheat in there and whatever else. So probably where all the dockage is coming from. Can't really do much about that. Well, let's go get the combine, I guess, and start going. Somebody told me, one of your guys' comments, do a kill test. That'll tell you if it's coming over the sieves or whatever. Well, I just killed her. Let's go to the back of the combine and see what the heck. Well, that don't look like a good sign right there. Can almost coming out of here. Huh. Well, let's crawl in here. Any seed here? It's hard to tell, I guess. How about here? Let me turn the flashlight on this thing. There we go. So if it was coming out here, you'd see a lot of seed here, would you not? Oh, piss off, wind. Oh, thing's all plugged up with. I don't go by these things anyway. But anyway, I haven't seen a seed yet coming off here. I think somebody's comment earlier today was, you're running your concaves tight? I commented back and I said, well, within spec. And he says, yeah, I run mine wide open. Can't go by the book sometimes. And I get that. You know, the book gives you an idea. I think we talked about that before, but oh, is that a little seed or just pepper? Well, it looks like a seed there. There's one. Another one. Another one. Oh, another one. Well, if it's coming, I know this thing, when you go up a hill and a side hill like that, going up like this, where the combine's, that rotor spinning this way, most of the stuff's, you know, coming down here on this side. So, yeah. You can see a trail of canola on this side of the combine when you're going up that hill to finish that. Up side hill this way a bit, it just pours out the back here. You can see the trail on the ground after you harrow it, and then especially if you get a fall rain, you can just see a friggin' trail of canola just growing like a mother trucker. And okay, I don't see a lot of canola on the back here, guys. Couple kernels or seeds here, 3 seeds there. Oh, 4, 5, 6, but I mean 7. 7 seeds is not that much, is it? Maybe 8. That's all I'm really seeing. So if it was coming out the back, wouldn't you see a lot of seeds right here? And this has the airfoil. If I didn't tell you that yet. Oh, there's this. No, that's just pepper. Yeah, I don't really see much for seed here. How about further in? Let's see if I can. Oh, there's another one. They're all on this side. I didn't see any seed on this side at all. Yeah, not one over here. Just here. It's funny how this one, it's not really in the center. It's got to be a reason for that. This one here, this one, and then this one way over here. Anyway. So, it's got to be coming right out of there, the losses. Because this, would we say 10 seeds here? That's not really going to accumulate to much, would it? I expected to see, if your losses were out of here, I was expected to see lots of seed here. And I don't. Oh, there's one. Or is that lots? Anyway, ouch. That is that, I suppose. We can keep going. It's got to be, most of the loss is right off the rotor. Would it not be? Well, that ain't good. That's an unthrashed pod. Another one. That's not good at all. I thought we fixed that issue. Huh. Well. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Keep going slow and steady, I guess. Well, I don't know what else to do with this combine. You guys are giving me try this, try that. I feel like I've tried this, tried that. In the end, I've just got to go slow. I'd rather not do 2 miles an hour. Like, even 2.5 is better than 2. 2.0 just feels so bloody slow. Like painfully slow. Last night there, when it got dark, places like this is a low spot here. So it looks, it's coming in, you know, fairly thick, decent. Last night I was down to 1.8. Like that's awfully slow, you guys. Oh man, I don't want to go that slow, but I also don't want to throw it out the back. Sped the rotor up as fast as it'll go, slowed it down, sped it up, in between, tried this, tried that. Is it just a shitty combine in canola or what? Or am I not doing something right? Open up the concaves, close them down, like, I don't know. Now, I've heard both ways. Oh, no. You got to run your concaves wide open. You don't want to touch that stuff. That canola thrashes right in the feeder house, if anything. Open them concaves wide open. Well, okay. Then I heard, no, you don't want to run your concaves wide open, because if you do plug it, and those concaves are open up all the way as it is, you can't open them to get that slug through, right? Run your concaves not quite wide open so that if you do plug it, there's a little bit of leeway there to open them all the way and get that slug through, right? And then I've heard, oh no, you want to run your concaves tighter than wide open, if anything. When you run your concaves tighter, it kind of squishes that seed out of there, but at the same time not too tight so that you're cracking. Which one is it? I mean, this farm is pretty new to canola, so like I said, I think it was yesterday's video, that old pull type combine, all it really did was barley. So it was set once and that was it. Hooked onto it, thrashed your barley, parked it and left it. There was no going from barley to wheat to canola, you know, it was it was one crop, that was it. So yeah, this is quite new to us. And I don't know what it is this year, it's frustrating the hell out of me. Like, I've never had this much trouble setting this old combine in canola. When I first got this Sure Grain drop pan, it told me right away, slow down. I'd set it roughly to what the book said, like I've always done. Try to drop at 3 mile an hour, like when I first started combining canola. Try to drop at 3 mile an hour. Nope, throwing 5 bushels an acre over. Holy. Okay, well I adjusted this, adjusted that, farted around with it a little bit. And then in the end I just tried, well here, I'm just gonna slow down to 2 mile an hour. From 3 to 2 mile an hour. That 1 mile an hour made the biggest difference ever. Right down to 1 bushel an acre throw over. I couldn't believe it. So then I tried combine for a little while, you know, you want to get things done, so I combined for a while and thought, okay, this is friggin' slow. I'm going to try tinker with this thing, try get her dialed a little bit better so we can do at least 2.5 to 3. Nope. Well, I did 2.5, I remember when I first got this thing, but then I was thinking about this, you guys. I've always only been able to do 2 mile an hour straight cutting canola. But when we first started doing canola, it was all swath canola, and then I was doing 2.5. And yeah, lately only 2 in straight cutting. I don't know what the difference is. Don't know why that would make any difference, or if it did, or what's going on. But yeah, the last few years, 2 mile an hour is all I can do. And in about 40 to 50 bushel canola, right? Low spots are 50, you know, overall 45, and then overall it's, you know, 40-ish. And that's all I can do is 2.0. Pretty slow. I don't know what that equals out to acres per hour. It's probably only about 5 or maybe 7. It's frustrating. First hopper of the day anyway. Man, I really don't feel like dicking around with this combine anymore, but I suppose, well, what else is there left to do? Like, you tried dicking with the rotor speed. Second hopper of the day. Got the headland done around this other side over here. Like that lease road's right there. Headland's done on the other side of it. Got this side done last night there. So I guess we'll go back over here and start going back and forth. We're down in a low spot here. Crop looks decent. Let's put the drop pan on right here. And we'll do 1 mile an hour. And do a drop. Just to see what it's showing at 1 mile an hour versus 2. And then we'll combine a little bit more and then do a drop at 2 mile an hour again. To see what we're throwing over in the low spot where the crop's really, really good. I don't know what other settings to change to make it any better. It's just, I think we're stuck going slow. But let's put the drop pen on and see what it's showing here at 1 mile an hour. Alrighty. Let's see what we're showing at 1 mile an hour. Man, look at the straw down here. And that's a pretty healthy crop in this slough bottom here. I've been lucky to see through this slough bottom the last few years. That side too. On the wetter years, you can't get in here. It's water laying here in the spring, this side of the fence and that side. And I tell you, when you can see through here, this is where the crop obviously produces the best, right? Like, look at the heights there, right here. Right? Like it's like beavers? Yeah. It produces pretty good down in here when you're able to see through it. Anyway, well, let's see what the old drop pan's showing at 1 mile an hour. I thought 2 mile an hour was slow. Oh my God. Any unthreshed pods? It's funny, we seen that one there when we did the kill test. Or 2 pods, I think we seen. I don't see any unthreshed here. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's not that bad. Combine for a little bit. Do a couple drops, go combine some more. At least it feels like you're getting somewhere, but when you're just doing drop after drop after drop, that gets old. Get all them seeds to the bottom. Now we start taking out this chaff, pods and everything. Okay, I'll get her all cleaned out here and see what we're throwing over at 1 mile an hour. 35 on the gauge. There's still a little bit of chaff in there, sort of thing. Wow. Well, I'm definitely not doing 1 mile an hour. Huh. I guess let's do another drop now at the 2 mile an hour like we've been doing. I mean, it looks good. There's no unthreshed pods. I don't know. Do another drop at 2 mile an hour. Double check. That's just a hair over a bushel an acre throw over. That's not bad at all. That's what it was yesterday. I finally got bushel and a half or whatever it was, or just over a bushel, I think, at 2 mile an hour. Called that good. Started combining yesterday, but let's see what it's showing down in the bottom here at 2 mile an hour. And then I'll go back to combining after that. Okay, yeah, I'll do another drop and let's see what we're throwing over at 2 mile an hour. Well, the good news is it's quite ripe down in the low spot here. That gopher kill area's got some, the whole area's not green, but it's got some pretty green spots throughout there. I think we'll be able to just chew right through that because there's hardly any canola there anyway. But let's see what we got here at 2 mile an hour in this slough bottom. I'm hoping it's about the same. What I really don't want to see is throwing over 2 bushels an acre at 2 mile an hour. That's gonna be a piss off. Down in this low spot, but I'll get her all cleaned out, and we'll look at that gauge. Well, that sucks. 60 on the gauge. We're throwing over 2 bushel an acre at 2 mile an hour down in this slough bottom. I don't know what to do. Wait a sec, hang on. Oh, yeah. I thought maybe I forgot that concave blank. Still on, but it's off. Which is weird. Normally I needed one of those for the wheat. So I went without a blank in all the wheat. That's odd. Yeah, there's only 2. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired of waiting. I mean, the canola's fairly ripe down here. Why is it throwing over 2 bushel an acre? We slow that rotor down to where I normally have it, because it is still at 750 or so. That's too much. 2 bushel an acre is too much. We combined all day yesterday, throwing over too much in the low spots. Mind you, up there, no, up there it looked pretty decent actually too. I don't know. Slow the rotor down and do another drop, I guess. But I'm almost at the end of the pass here. I'll set her back to chop this swath, come on my way to the end, turn around and start going back this way, and we'll do a drop right here again with the rotor slowed down this time. That's the only thing different from how I normally run it, and I've always been able to get a bushel or less throw over on all crops. So I don't know what's going on, but I'll try that. Set her to chop, do this swath, blah blah blah, do another drop. All right, last drop. I'm not doing another drop. Worst case scenario, I'll put the rotor speed how it was and we'll throw 2 bushel over it. I've had enough. But I got the combine set how I normally have it set for canola. I've set it that way the last, I don't know, however many years, and I've always been able to get less than a bushel or less throw over at 2 mile an hour. So let's see what we got this time. That's even more. We're at 70 on the rain gauge. It was at 60 last time. We slowed the rotor down and it's pushing it out even a tiny bit more. Well, I don't know what is going on with this combine. This straw is fairly ripe. You can see it. Like the stalks are not that bad at all. Tiny little bit of green there. You know, like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I've always been able to get bushel or less. What is going on? It's gotta be. So can't be a leak in the combine, right? Because if we put the drop pan right there, and if something's leaking there, it's not going to tell us that, right? Because it's behind it. So if anything's leaking, it's right back here. Somewhere here it's leaking. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. This makes no sense. I I have no idea what is going on with this frickin' combine. Well, we may as well put the rotor back to 750 where it was. Was it thrown over a tiny bit less at that speed, rotor speed? And then if we want to get the bushel an acre throw over max, we're going to slow down to 1 mile an hour? I don't think so, Tim. I ain't doing 1 mile an hour all frickin' harvest. I won't get done till Christmas. This is really starting to piss me off. Makes no sense. We tried to speed the rotor all the way up. Wait. That day in that other little field, we had it at 25. Remember that? But that was not necessarily in a low spot where it was this thick of a crop type thing. Like, to me, the best yield is going to be in a slough bottom, like right here. But that day we did get 25 on this rain gauge. I think the rotor was spinning as fast as it would spin, was it not? I think it was. Should we try that? Do one more drop? Spin that rotor faster? See if we can get her down to 25 again? I really don't feel like dicking around with this anymore. I want to get going, but bushel over is too much. Let's do one more. I'll speed the rotor back up faster. Do another drop and see what that's showing. That might not tell us much. Pan didn't really drop level. Frickin' stuff. Wow, it's cutting a little bit high, that's why. But let's see what it's showing. 50. So that's almost 2 bushels. Throw. I don't know what's going on. I'm done farting around with it. Before we start going again, we better open up the side here and take a peek in there. It's like something's wrong to me. Like, I've always been able to set it. Today, yesterday, day before yesterday, day before that, we've been fighting with this thing for what, 4 days now? Not all day, 4 days, but this is the 4th afternoon, you could say, we've been dicking around with this thing, and it just won't go below 2 bushel an acre throw over. We did it that once there, the crop was probably thinner, that's all. So, I don't know what we're going to see when we open this up, but let's take a look. Well, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. We were on wheat and I had this blank in the front concave here. And we were trying to set the combine, throwing way too much. What the frick? I forgot. That's got to come off for canola. And I took it off, but I had my phone out, set my phone right here. Put her all back together, put the covers on, went combine and did another drop, and went to grab my phone and realized, how come my phone's not in my pocket? Where did I put my phone? No, and I thought it had went through the straw chopper, but since we were dropping straw to do another drop to make sure we weren't throwing over too much, it just fell on the ground. It was in the swath. The young guy there was helping me out that day. He phones it. We drove up and down the swath we thought it was on. Well, there was only one swath, I guess. But we started driving up and down, and finally we heard it ringing. Couldn't really hear it ringing until you got almost right at it, So that was close. But like, is there something wrong? I don't understand what is going on here. This makes no sense, you guys. No, everything looks normal to me. I don't know. I thought maybe the frickin' concaves were plugged or something. But they look good. So, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with this frickin' thing. Oh man. Put her back, sides back on and keep going, I guess. I don't know. I've never had this issue. We've had this thing 4 or 5 years now. I don't get it. All right, guys. One thing I haven't tried yet. Somebody suggested open up your concaves. So I opened them up, not all the way, just to leave that little bit of room in case you do plug. Then you can open them up all the way and slug that crap through. So let's open up the concaves all the way, or almost all the way. We'll do another drop. See what that says. I got the rotor going fast still. That seemed to throw over the less, having the rotors faster. And you look at these stems now, and they're not that green. I don't know if things are starting to really ripen up now. It's at that stage, or what. But either way, the stems are not that green anymore. So it's brittle, more brittle than when they're green, right? So I don't know. Whatever the deal is, I don't know, but let's do a drop. Same speed. Rotor's going fast. All we did is open up the concave. So let's see what that's showing. Not really any different. It's at 50. I don't know. Wasn't that what it said last go around? Before we open up the concave. So I'm going to keep the rotor spinning this fast. Just a hair under 2 bushel. Yeah, this makes no sense to me. I've tried everything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Well, we got the front hopper of the trailer filled. Just starting to load the back hopper in the trailer. There's still quite a bit of this field left. Lots of dockage though, right? Oh, there's lots of volunteer wheat, like in the dark area where all the weeds are. Over there's going to be lots of volunteer wheat. Just on the other side of the truck trailer, there's lots of the weeds there. There's lots of volunteer wheat. So I mean, all that garbage is filling up the hopper. It's, yeah. I don't think the canola's yielding very good, but there's all that other stuff in there. And then I got lots of chaff in the sample. Trying to get all that, as much of the canola as I can. Keeping her dirty. So there's lots of dockage, but I guess we'll keep going. See if we can get the truck filled tonight again, and then come back down tomorrow morning, take that load to the elevator, and start combining again. But hopefully we get a little bit earlier of a start tomorrow. Man, today was a dicking around, forgot this, go all the way back, and jeez. I don't know what time we started combining today, but it was well after dinner. Kicking around all morning. But hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. The sun just went down. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go through those weeds when it gets in the dark here, if that dew sets in. Those weeds are tough chewing. Well, mind you, so was that green stem canola, so whatever. We'll try it anyways. Try to get the truck full. Yeah, it looks like there's lots left in the field, but there's a slough here, big slough there, another slough over there. big slough right there, all that gopher kale. So there's, by the time we get the truck filled, this go around, there's not going to be hardly any left. It looks like there's a lot left. When you look at the field, you know, we're over there, going around this slough right now. We got all over there, all this way to do yet. From there, see the edge? All the way over there. To that tree line right there. But, you take away all the sloughs you got to go around, they're, like the truck will get filled and then whatever's left will be hardly any. It just seems like there's lots left. Then it's decent right down in this low spot. Then it gets crappy again where the gophers got it. What a shame. Frickin' gophers. It's the first time I've seen this slough dry since I started farming this stuff at the in-laws here. So it's getting pretty dry around this countryside. I hope we get a back to normal year quite soon. I don't know, I don't think I'll be able to go much longer like this. Losing that much money on wheat. Not sure about the canola yet. I don't know, it's too soon to tell what it's going to yield. I'll have a better idea once I'm done this field we're on now. I really hope I profit from the canola, because if I lose a pile of money on the canola plus the wheat, that's going to, then you're relying on the cows to pull you through, and hopefully the price of them things stay high for a while. Yeah, it's dried right up. There's always been water in here. There was a little bit of water last year. She's dry now. Huh. But it's probably too wet in the spring to break this up, right? Break it up and then seed through it next spring. I bet you there'll be water in there when it's seeding time, so there's no point in breaking it up. Maybe on the edge here, it's a little bit, maybe dry enough, but I guess we'll see next spring. Maybe. Truck is full. It's only like 10 o'clock or so, but the truck's full. The wind died right down. I don't think the wind's supposed to pick up tonight, and I'm not putting that load in a bin anyway. So we'll just go home for the night. Hopefully get down here a little earlier tomorrow morning than today. Man, I don't know what happened today, but get down here a little earlier tomorrow, get that load to the elevator. I'll have to run, or no, we'll take the service truck home and I'll bring diesel back with us in the morning, and then we'll have diesel for the combine. And I thought we would have had that field done today, but late start and a few more drops today, that slows things down, and it's slow going, 2 mile an hour max. I was expecting to have that field done today, but nope. Tomorrow we should get it done though. But man, there's two tridums come off that 80, I think it's 82 acres. 2 tridums so far. I don't think there'll be I know there won't be a full third tridum. Probably half. So if you want to do the math on that, lots of dockage though. So you can't really, it's hard to judge. Call it 5%. Well, this load here is pretty dirty. There's lots of wheat in it. I wonder if they would do a separation at the seed cleaning plant. Like there's seed cleaning plant here won't touch canola. But lots of dockage. Call it like 5% dockage. So 2.5 tridums. Say if we do get 2.5 tridums out of there, 82 acre field. What's that, like 35 bushels an acre or something, or what? Okay, good enough for the day. Oh man, what a day. Man, that's the dirtiest. That's the dirtiest field of canola I've ever grown to date. I don't really know what happened there though. Like, why is that field so much dirtier than the other three? I mean, there's a little bit of weeds in the other three, you know, smaller fields, but not like that. That's crazy. What do you do, I guess? Like, it is what it is now. I mean, the combine's chewing through it, no problem, actually. It's going through those weeds, no problem. That's not an issue. The green stem canola is harder than those weeds to chew through, but it's just all the weeds, seeds, and like with the, oh man, it's pretty bad. But once we get that field done, these other fields are not even close to that. Well, no, this other little 30 acre field right here, I think it's got a couple weeds, but not like that. I don't know what happened there. Like, it's weird. There's canola and then weeds, and it doesn't make any sense. Gophers or just sandy land and drought, or I don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm going to take the service truck home tonight, and then when we come back down tomorrow morning, I'll bring diesel. And then I didn't see anything wrong with the combine. I didn't really look either though. But it was working fine, so bring diesel down tomorrow morning, get her fueled up and all that, and take that load to the elevator, and come back, and hopefully start combining. But yeah, the wind died right down tonight, so at least the wind was up last night. Not tonight, so I guess we'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks for watching.